everybody, and here we are. It is Tuesday, July the 4th, which I know for our American friends is a special day today. So if my friend Sin comes on, I'm going to make sure to say happy. I'm not even sure what is it called in the US. I know July the 4th is a very important day, but I can't remember the name of the day. But anyway, hopefully my friend will come on and I'll be able to ask her. Hello, Wendy. How are you this afternoon? So this afternoon, I'm going to make something really simple and oatmeal squares, right? You can't get simpler than that. It has 3 ingredients. It has oatmeal, salt, it says salted butter, but I'm going to use unsalted butter, and brown sugar. And actually, I'm going to make them a little bit more interesting, and I'm going to put some raisins in them. So hello, Julie. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Ingrid. So good to see you all this afternoon. Tell me, what is July the 4th called in the US? I know it's a really important day, but I can't remember what the actual name of it is. But whatever it is, to any American friends out there watching, I hope somebody here is going to write in the comments for me. It's just slipped my memory. So, okay, let's make these oatmeal squares then. Independence Day. I thought it was that, and then I thought Independence Day doesn't sound right. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, guys, for adding that in for me. So this recipe is like super simple. It is 2 cups of oats, half a cup of salt of they call salted butter, but I'm going to use unsalted, and 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. So I actually had to go to the store this afternoon. I don't know if you remember the other day when I went shopping, there was no sugar, like not a grain of sugar on the shelves. So I said, they have to have in some sugar by now. So I went back today and I did manage to get the last of 3 packets of brown sugar, and there's still no white sugar on the shelves. So anybody know what's happening to Redpath? Because it's really quite bizarre that the shelves are empty of sugar. So let me open this actually and put it into my container for brown sugar. And the other thing I'm going to do is remake my granola, my homemade granola bar mix, because we're pretty much out of that. So let me put this sugar in here. Now it tells me in the recipe to cook the sugar and the butter together on a stovetop, but of course I'm not going to do that. So I'm actually going to use my large pitcher from Tupperware. If I didn't have this, guys, I would use my 1.7. In fact, why don't I do that? Because probably more of you have that. I'm going to use my 1.7 liter from my my stack cooker. Okay, so for the butter and the sugar, let me get rid of that. I have to do, what was it? 3/4 of packed brown sugar and half a cup of butter. So I've actually been having a fantastic day today. I have added to my VIP group today so many new members because I did do an advert on Marketplace. And apart from one really nasty comment that I got this afternoon, and I tell you what, when you get nasty comments, it makes you feel a bit icky for a while. But anyway, apart from that one comment, it has been going really well on Marketplace. And so I'm going to maybe try that again tonight. But the number of my VIPs has gone over 800 for the first time. Now, maybe some of them will leave when the draw is over. I can't control that. But if I can get them into my group and start showing them why they might want to stay there, that would be good. So this is one of the things why I'm doing my lives, and I share my lives always into my VIP group as well, so that anybody who is in my VIP group gets to see some cooking a few times a week. Okay, so half a cup in my butter is easy because, of course, it's graded off on the packet, so you can easily see that. Right. So there that goes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to cook this for just 1 minute at 80% power, so that then I can mix them together again and then put them on for a little bit longer. So I'm going to put the lid on in the microwave, 1 minute at 80% power, and then we'll have a look. You know what? I decided in the end I've put it at 70% power because I don't want the butter to burn up or anything. So that is what I decided to do. So in here, I need to do 2 cups of rolled oats. Okay, 2 cups. So you know what? I'm gonna pour it in the cup in the bowl. So if any goes over, it just goes into the bowl. It's 1 cup. And 2 cups. So I've got my 2 cups of oats, and I'm going to leave this to the side because actually I need to measure another 2 cups to make the mix for my granola bars, because my container is completely empty. Okay, so my butter has started to melt. So what I'm going to do is make sure that my brown sugar is nicely soaked in the butter. And in the description, it says to on a small saucepan, heat the brown sugar over medium heat, stirring constantly. Well, that is to stop it burning, of course. But what I'm going to do is now put it back in the microwave, and I'm going to just do 30 seconds at a time at 60% power, because what I don't want to do is overcook it. So let's try that. So we'll do 30 seconds at 60%. And then we'll come back to that. Okay, so while we're waiting for in between the 30 seconds, I thought it would be fun to make up my granola bar mix so that I have enough in here to make other batches. So what I'm actually going to do is get a big bowl, put everything in there, mix it up together, and then I can put it in my number 3 square. Okay, let me put that there for a sec. Okay, so it's still cooking, so I'm just going to make sure I do a good stir between each time, because I want the butter to mix with the brown sugar, not to end up as a separate entity. So it has to get to boiling. Okay, so in my homemade granola bar bits, what I'm going to make up is the oats, the pumpkin seeds, the flax seeds, and the dried cranberries. And so, oh, and that reminds me, I said I was going to put some raisins in with my oats, didn't I? I'm going to do that before I forget. So I have my oats here. I see somebody saying hello to me. Unfortunately, the person said, hi, Melanie, but I can't see who it is because I'm not seeing your name. So what you have to do is just above where you're watching, you'll find that there is a little link with Be Live in. You need to click on that link, which gives me permission to see your name. Okay, this is definitely getting hotter each time. So once again, making sure to mix that butter in with the brown sugar. Okay, let's do another 30 seconds. It's keeping me fit making this. So I'm going to put in half a cup, I think, of raisins. And keeping your raisins in your modular mate is going to keep them much more plump. So we're going to throw those in with the oatmeal. Right. Now I think I'll be back. I think the rate determining step for my granola bar mix is the pumpkin seeds, because I noticed I didn't have a lot of them. So I'm going to measure those out, and however many of those we have will be the quantity of mix I can make today. Okay, back in we go. Okay, that's the oats for later. And here is my pumpkin seeds. Oh, I don't know, I might have a few there. Let me see how many I have. because I need a quarter cup. So if I have 3/4 of a cup, I can do 3 batches, and I do. I have 3/4 of a cup at least. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 3 batches, and it will go into my pre-made mix. Pumpkin seeds. Okay, so I'm going to put my pumpkin seeds in there. So obviously, if I wasn't showing you this process, I wouldn't have to run back and forth to the microwave all the time. I would do it right by the microwave and be able to get this how I wanted it to be. At the moment, the butter and the brown sugar are still a little bit separated, so I haven't got it to boiling yet. So back in it goes. So I would know if I was doing it again. I don't need to do it in 30-second lots. I could do a minute at a time because I'm there able to react to it straight away. I'm not running back forward to the microwave. And so doing it like in front of you guys just makes it a little bit of a longer process. But that's fine because we're doing other things at the same time. So I now need to put 6 cups of oats into here. Let me just check that I have, yes, I do. This is my flaxseed. So I have enough flaxseed and I have enough dried cranberries. So eventually, when this gets, oh, here we go, it's starting to bubble now. When it eventually gets to the right temperature, usually the butter and the brown sugar will start to go clear, I believe. Okay, this is looking better and better. Okay, so we'll put this on. Okay, let me put the flaxseed in because flaxseed goes 3/4 of a cup as well. Just check. So doing 3 lots, so it's 1/4 of pumpkin, 1/4 of flax seeds, which means 3/4 for 3 batches. Now I could put the sugar and the salt in this mix as well, but the problem you have is when you do pre-mixes, you have to make sure that your pre-mix will stay as a mix and that you don't just end up with all the sugar on the bottom or the salt on the bottom. So that's why I choose to just do the big particle size items so that I end up with a good mix even when I come to do the last batch. So that's the flaxseed in. Oh yes, now we're bubbling. Now it's beginning to look like. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to put it on at 50%, and I'm going to put it on for a whole minute. Because now I actually want it to stay together and not separate. And those of you that watch me regularly, you know that when you put something on in your stack cooker at 50% for a certain amount of time, it's sort of like simmering. So if you want to simmer it even less power, you can turn it to 30%. But by doing that, what you're doing is you're turning your microwave on and off. So it's sort of like having a low temperature on it for a long time. It's the best way that I can mimic what simmering is using my microwave. Okay, let's put the cranberries in here as well. So the cranberries, I need half a cup. So for the cranberries, I'm going to put 1.5 cups into my mix. So that's 1 cup. And I have a half a cup here. And a half a cup. Right. So the only thing left to go in that mix now is my oats. Oh yes, this is well and truly bubbling now. So now I'm really getting, can you see how it's much clearer? I'm really getting a butter and brown sugar mix. Now let me just check how long I have to simmer it for. Boil constantly, stirring for a minute. Pour. Okay, I think we're ready to go, guys. I think we're ready to go. So we're going to pour this now over the oats. Because it's been simmering now. And mix the oats and the raisins so that you get a good coating, or as best you can, over all your oats. So you're basically trying to get it so that your oats all look wet. If they look dry, then they're not going to stick together well. Oh, that sounds like Alan's just come back from the gym. Let me just, I've got some messages on my screen, so I can't really see you. Okay, so everybody's very quiet today. So if you were going to use oats to make something, what would be your favorite or most likely thing you would make with them? Okay. Anzac biscuits is what Alan says. He's never going to make Anzac biscuits. He has a wife that will make him biscuits. Anzac biscuits. Okay, so there, my oats is pretty much covered now. It's ready now for me to press into. You'd make granola bars, Tammy, okay? That's a good thing to make, and you know that's obviously one thing that I make with them too. Apple crisp, yes, that is another thing that we would make, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to use my, hi Susan, I'm going to use my silicone mold here. I'm going to put all of my oats coated in that delicious syrup. I'm going to put that into here now. Okay. And I'm going to take my magic knife and spread it all out so that we can bake it in the oven and end up with some great oatmeal squares. Well, I hope they're great anyway. I haven't made this recipe before, so I can't guarantee but the ingredients look pretty good to me. So I'm going to try and make sure that it's pressed nicely. What does it say about putting it in? What do I do with it? It says press the mixture firmly and evenly. So no, I didn't use the secret syrup today, Susan. I just used good old brown sugar and butter combined. And I was telling everybody, though, that I'm a little bit, not worried, but a little bit alarmed at the lack of sugar in the stores. I went on Saturday to buy brown sugar and white sugar, and there was none at all on the shelves. And today, when I decided to make this, I said, oh, I've got no brown sugar yet. So I did go up to the store and I managed to get one of the last 3 packs. So clearly there's a problem at Redpath, or there's a delivery problem or something, because it is not getting out, or else people are eating too much sugar. But I think it's probably more likely that there is a bit of a problem with the supply chain at the moment. And it could, I don't know if it has it in. No sugar, no, it shouldn't do, should it? Okay, so there we go, guys. All pressed in. And now I need to transfer it to the oven, and I've got my oven set for 350. There were lots at IGA. Okay, so maybe IGA is the problem. They've been stealing all the sugar. I don't think so. Okay, so I'm just going to move this over to here. Until my oven is ready, and then I will put it in. But that's good to know that there was lots at IGA. Maybe it just means that Metro has not negotiated the price properly. I don't know. Okay, so in here I have 3/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, 3/4 cup of flax seeds. I have 1.5 cups of oh dear, 1.5 cups of cranberries, dried cranberries. And I'm going to add in now 6 cups of oats. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my cup in the middle so that I don't end up with oats all over my kitchen. Are you doing the jam jar? Oh, I had forgotten about the jam jar. I'll put the jam jar out. So when I put the jam jar out, I'm going to ask you not just to say hi, Melanie, right? Because that's like, okay, I can't be bothered to write anything else, so I'll just write hi, Melanie. So what you can write on your, when I put the jam jar out is, what could we think of today? What is your favorite type of cookie? What is your favorite type of cookie? And now you can put your answers and go into the jam jar. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 cups of oats. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. I'm losing my grip. Okay, last one, 6. Okay, 6 cups of oats. Favorite chocolate chip cookies? Oatmeal raisin. Yes, that's me as well. Oatmeal and raisin, oatmeal cookie and chocolate chip cookie. Yep. I'm going to get my whisk. So I can mix all of this up together. And then when this is all mixed up together, I can transfer it into my number 3 modular mate. And on the side of my number 3 modular mate, what I've done is I know that 2.5 cups of the mix will go to make my granola bars, and I wrote the other ingredients on there too, so that each time I make it, I don't have to go looking for the recipe. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that all those little flax seeds are distributed in the mix. Otherwise, the last batch is going to have a lot of flax seeds in it. Because the pumpkin seeds are quite large, the cranberries are quite large, and I'm seeing flax seeds throughout, so that's good. So using a whisk like this to mix all these dry ingredients together is good. Okay, so now I'm just going to transfer this mix and as you can see, there's no flax seeds on the bottom left behind. So we're going to mix that up. So now I know I've got enough granola there. I probably could have done another one actually as well for 4 mixes. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write, I know that I need 2.5 cups each time, but next time I make the bulk, I'm going to write it on my recipe actually, can make 4 batches and it will fit in my number 3. And so that means next time I make it, all I have to do is just add the wet ingredients. And I do actually also add the sugar because I'm scared the sugar is just going to all drop to the bottom because it's a much smaller particle size. So oatmeal and raisins, you're going to have to go and buy more oats. I should be okay for a while. Like, I guess I bought a great big pack the other day, but I've probably got enough for a few crumbles and maybe a batch of Anzac cookies. But yes, I need to keep an eye on it because it goes pretty quickly. So guys, what we're going to do is I'll do a draw now from my jam jar. And I do want to say to everybody out there who's watching, who's maybe watching me for the first time, I do cooking most days. I'm still trying to work out my formula, guys, because I wasn't going to keep cooking every day, but so far I've been cooking every day. So I think what I'm going to do is come up with a timetable of when I'm cooking, when I'm talking about a product, and when I'm going to do my mega cooking show, because I'm going to do one of those once a week where I'll do a whole meal. I'll talk to you about the cost savings, and that way you'll get a lot more information and talk about the products, etc. So that is it for me tonight. If you haven't joined my VIP group yet, please join it. If you're new in my VIP group and watching my live at 5 for the first time, thank you for being here. I'm going to look forward to getting to know you over the next little while. So that's it from me. Let's just pick the winner in the jam jar. And the winner today is Wendy. So Wendy, we are doing the small round vent and serve. That is your wish. Yeah, I didn't forget. A small round vent and serve, and it will cost you $5, Wendy. So if you would like to take advantage of that, please do. I'm going to put my oatmeal into the oven, and it tells me to cook it in the middle rack for 20 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. So have a great evening, everyone. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.